First Kranya's debacle, and now this. What in the world is going on?
I know not, my lord. What are we to do?
Keep our composure for a start. Send word to the kingdom and see that Cleobulus is informed. Tell him to remain prudent. If he must go into hiding, so be it.
At once, my lord.
Yes?
Lord Regent, I have urgent tidings to report.
You may enter.
Forgive the intrusion, my lord, but we just learned the Knights of Seros march on Enbar. Their purpose is unclear, but they will arrive by morning. We've been turning ourselves upside down to make ready.
The Knights of Seros? No. Do you think?
There's only one person who could be behind it. How dare she bare her fangs at us? They may already be within the palace walls. Mobilize the guards and search. If anyone so much as looks at you askance, kill them on the spot.
Yes, my lord.
Her Highness has given the signal, Valdemar.
Already? I had thought they were still negotiating. Things are moving rather quickly.
The situation must have changed. Our children are still at Garrick Mach, after all.
I admire how strong she's become. I just wish we'd had more time to appraise her competence.
Well, if she's caught us with our breeches down, imagine how they feel. I can't wait to see the confused look on those dastards' faces. Oh, I'm going to enjoy every second of this.
That's an organization member.
As if you'd be content to watch. Once the battle starts, you'll be knee-deep in gore with all the rest. Which means I'll have to make it clear where I stand. We can't afford to tear the Ministry apart by having the pen and sword at odds.
These are your instructions. I imagine they may not come as a surprise to many of you. For some time now, Enbar Palace has been infested with the same darkness you saw in Tomas. They have made a puppet of the Emperor and plot with disloyal subjects to seize control of the Empire. Our objective is to stamp these traitors out, seize the palace, and reclaim the Empire for our own.
Last cat
you
won't come in,
realize
damn.
it's just us, right, 80? That sounds kind of impossible. Still, the Empire is having many soldiers. Perhaps you could be changing their minds?
Those who can be won over will be. And the realization they are fighting the Imperial Princess ought to dull the others' blades. We have also secured the cooperation of several nobles inside the palace.
Very impressive, Your Highness. And very you. I suppose all that remains is to head inside and take care of business.
Give a starting speech.
Just you watch. We'll take them all down and have the bards singing our names by nightfall.
So here we are, ready to deal a masterstroke to the heart of the mighty Empire. Life with you certainly isn't boring.
We'll infiltrate the palace through the rear gate, then apprehend Lord Arundel and Duke Ire.
You don't even tell me when you go live anymore. We have a bot. And
From
you knew
there, we'll
I was
secure
right
the
back.
palace's strategic positions, eliminating all resistance we encounter along the way.
If that is our plan, then time cannot be wasted.
You can hear them scrambling in the palace from here. Let's not wait for them to find their bearings.
Is this Waifu Wars? We made it Waifu Wars because we ended up choosing the team with the most waifus on purpose.
Lead
You get
the
to choose
way, Your
between
Highness.
3 empires, but
And
we
make
chose
sure
the
to keep her
waifus.
safe, Hubert. You know every square inch of that place, after all.
Just mind you don't fall prey to your own distractions.
These villains have had free run of my house for too long. Today,
You ever
I
play
take it
Dynasty
all
Warriors, Sony? Or Hyrule Warriors? It's by the same company, W-Force. They make the same game, no matter what they attach their name to. Before starting the battle, you can adjust which units to deploy. Units placed within the dark blue grid will be available to control and give orders to. Units placed in the light blue grid will only be available to give orders to. Highlight a unit to see their advantage against enemies that will appear in the battlefield. You can check your weapon type and extra effectiveness. Choose units that will have the advantage against the enemies you will be facing. That's a lot of fucking... Well, I can only order these guys, so we're gonna move them... I can't order them right now. think we're good. The convoy menu is when you're prepared for your battle. Equip weapons, combat arts, change magics. Your classes will change the weapons you can equip as well as the actions during the battle. It will also change your advantage against enemies. If you acquire a new weapon in the last battle, go on and equip it. Okay, so that's in the convoy. Me. I can have more than one sword. To equip a weapon, the unit's weapon level must equal or greater than the weapon's weapon level. You can increase the unit's weapon level by raising their class level or promoting them to more advanced classes. When your unit's weapon level increases, they will be able to attack more times consecutively with that type of weapon. So I can equip a Bane Edge. Nosferatu. Basic light attack absorbs portions. These are all the. I think we're okay with what we've got. I'm not gonna do everybody. That's gonna take a long time. Just go.
It was easy enough slipping in the back.
Oh, this is not like OG Fire Emblem. No, you're gonna get the Advance Wars remake, remastered, whatever that is. Oh, I would love to. I love that game. Advance Wars is great. And this game plays more like Dynasty Warriors, but it's got a lot of the Fire Emblem touch to it. It's just not tile-based.
The knight's
It's very
unexpected
action-based.
visit must have thrown the court into disarray.
In that case, we'd best find and apprehend Duke Ire and Lord Arundel before they grow wise to our scheme.
Duke Ire should be in the throne room. We'll enter through the back way.
Yes, that way he will never see our coming. But we must hurry.
Oops.
The guards along the way are in Duke Ire's employ, so deal with them as you must.
New weapon. What's the music? They just look like a bunch of bees. Jackie! Good morning. How was your nap? It was kind of short. Here's the throne room.
Surrender, Duke Ire.
What in the... No! Seal the gate now!
Music's pretty good in this game. Funny enough, that was the first thing I heard when I got here.
We'll have to cut around through the guardrails.
Yeah, AC is spitting ice at you.
I put a sword on every path to myself and those rats.
Is that good or bad? Do you want it to spit ice at you?
Our man is so desperate he doesn't realize
It is
he's
summer.
already lost. So let us break through and prove it to him.
Physical attacks and magic attacks. There are two basic types of attacks. Physical attacks, swords, axes, bows, lances, gauntlets. Damage is calculated based on your strength and the enemy's defense. Magic attacks, tomes. Damage is calculated based on your magic and the enemy's resistance. Armor knights have high defense but low resistance, so tome-wielding classes such as monks and mages will have an easier time damaging them. There are also classes that can do both types of attacks, and there are also unique physical weapons that can also deal magic damage. This game actually has a lot to it. Level up.
Gotta keep aiming higher.
All I have. defense, but what's to stop him from running away?
Oh, I already solved that particular problem. The time has come, ministers. Show the Duke your true
Going through all the
allegiance
nights.
lies with the Empire.
You had to get up for work, so it had to be short. Early night tonight, I guess. You need a hammy nap.
Apologies, Ludwig, but if you want to leave, it'll have to be through me.
At least you're basically caught up now, though. You're right on me.
And if you want back in, you must go through me. Although I must seem like nothing in comparison to that bear at the front gates.
Turn on me now.
Wait, so those are the nobles you won over? Where'd you find the time to orchestrate that?
Now that we have Dugaya pinned down, let us clip his wings for good.
Enemy down.
Splendid. Though yours is indeed a power that warrants caution.
Easy peasy. I'll most likely be taking a hammy nap tomorrow. Gonna try and stream for about 4 to 5 more hours. I don't know if I'm gonna make it though. A little bit Von Idar.
You're still outnumbered, and this isn't done until I say it is.
Most people age won't matter.
It's finished,
Technoblade?
Prime Minister. Lay down your arms and
Technoblade.
surrender peacefully.
Use the fire orbs! I don't care if you bring the palace down around us. Just do it!
They're shooting at us? We should probably do something about that.
Alright, let's start making people go to the fire orbs. That was... Got a fire orb there. Is it here? It's on the east side. Oops.
Not a problem. Move out.
Oh, man.
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me.
Here I go. No, everyone, to me.
I will gladly handle this. Orders received. Let us bring this stronghold down efficiently.
The enemy's stronghold will be ours.
Out of the way!
Watch this!
Anything for Lady Edelgard.
Let's do this! Stand aside!
There. That should stop those fire orbs from, well, firing.
Take a
Who's the
breather.
other girl you use?
I'm swapping in.
No, not yet.
My turn.
White girl, we gotta go this way.
The ambitions of Ludwig von Eyre won't be broken by the likes of you. How can this be? I have riches, power. I am as great as a man can be.
Well done, everyone. That just leaves Lord Arundel.
Yes, but he is the one we need to worry about. Keep moving and remain alert.
Duke Ayre's been captured already. The wretch didn't even have the grace to buy me some time. Well, I've little interest in facing birds. So it's time for me to deploy my wild card.
Wall of Darkness.
Dark magic. Find the casters and strike them down so we might dispel this sorcery.
Come, Voldemort. You and I can split up and sweep the palace.
A fine idea, Paul. Let us make clear to these fell warlocks that they are most unwelcome in this place.
I'm afraid to consider how we'd stand without those two on our side. Take this!
I really like the tornado. I guess they were a Minecraft streamer or a video maker or something? Oh. Is it, like he died? Or he got TOS'd? Banned.
You are fighting on the side of Count Burgundy's.
Keep it up. We must eliminate the
I
mage.
don't know who he was, but it sucks.
These are definitely the same people who kidnapped me. Here it comes!
Oops.
You're done!
126,000 damage.
I must.
Okay. Almost at 1,000 kills.
Gotta keep aiming higher. This is just the beginning.
One particular man invariably springs to mind whenever I witness such military excellence.
You people are all magic and no muscle. I'll snap you like twigs.
You know, it may benefit us to learn more about this dark magic.
Stop ignoring you, or what? Discord? I'll fix Discord in a bit. I'm in a match. I need one more mage.
Is it my turn? Take a breather.
Oh, he's all the way in the corner. Fuck me. It's the only like enemy on the map now too. Okay.
The barrier should dissipate now.
That still didn't stop them. It seems they came prepared for any eventuality.
Quickly now! We need to reach Lord Arundel before he slips through our fingers.
He's gonna run? Shit, I'm nowhere near him.
Any who side with Duke Aya or Lord Arundel and oppress Her Highness will receive no quarter.
You finally said something I liked. Now let's go stamp them out.
Did he? Tell me if I'm more Sea of Thieves players. That's not the right button.
You're done!
An exam seal. I don't even know what that is. Ah, shit, the door's locked over here.
Watch this!
We're using these guys. My character's on the other side of the earth. Oh.
That takes care of the cleanup. I think Her Highness should be very pleased with me indeed.
Volkhard von Arundel.
Whether or not she is pleased with you should be of secondary concern. The most important matter is what benefits Lady Edelgard.
I admire your tenacity. However, you clearly have no concept of how terrifying I can be.
Banish the darkness, and the terror will fade as well. Are you starting to understand the situation you're in? Take a breather. No. I'll take over.
I have to act.
I'm ready.
Any final words? I feel no mercy. Any final words? I feel no mercy. Useless.
I'm swapping it!
Any final words?
I know when I am bested.
Not happening!
We are the darkness itself, and the darkness cannot be slain.
He escaped.
Cowardly of him. But we can take comfort in our victory either way.
I guess.
Now what?
Huh? Are you kidding me? When mercs want to celebrate a win, we slap our open palms together, like that.
A commendable victory, Lady Edelgard.
Thank you, Hubert. Still, I don't much like how those rats managed to keep skittering away.
I imagine that guy's pretty close with Kranya and Tomas, since he shapeshifted and all.
Yes. They're all part of a clandestine organization attempting to conquer Fodlan from the shadows.
Alright, what am I looking at? Or was that just for Sony to look at?
Those who slither in the dark.
Huh. Never heard of them.
So, what is the plan now, Your Highness? We make ready for my coronation. Hubert, gather everyone in the throne room.
At once, Your Highness.
Oh, this is wonderful! Your Highness is going to become Your Majesty!
Yes, but first I must speak with the Minister of Domestic Affairs, as well as the other counts. Also, I need you to go to the Knights of Saros. I wasn't expecting all of you this soon. What are you doing here?
We demand an explanation. You arrested my father, Edelgard. How could you do such a thing without discussing it with me first?
I'm probably not getting the finer points here, but you basically defeated both my father and Ferdinand's. Is that right?
I wasn't fighting your father, Caspar. He was aiding me, as was Count Hevering.
So, what about my father? Did you arrest him?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
Look, I'm sure you have your reasons for all of this, but maybe you should sit down and talk us through it.
And I intend to. We'll reconvene later and clear everything up then. Monica, join me. We'll talk as we go.
BSSA. You fools.
Any experience.
Growth is a part of life.
I won't let myself stop here. Gotta keep it.
Grounder 2. Turning X. Okay. Mastered the monk already.
What a fascinating power.
I work to grow.
I imagine this will serve me well.
Well, look at that.
Alright, we still don't know what half stuff
You
is.
say I have 2 years to complete these preparations.
In cooperation with Count Hevering, of course. You and Hubert can finalize the details later. As I won't be choosing a prime minister for some time, I realize this may result in extra work for you. However, that also means more latitude to do things as you see fit. So long as you ensure we're prepared for a 5-year war.
I will not rest until I discover a solution, Your Highness. So long as our military leaders don't tread on my toes, I shouldn't have too much difficulty.
For something this big, you better believe we'll have plenty of need for resources. Leave it to a narrow-minded quill carrier like you to call that treading on your toes.
In Her Majesty's name, I will decide what is and isn't appropriate regarding your needs. Also, anyone would seem narrow-minded when compared to a swollen-headed juggernaut such as yourself.
A juggernaut, huh? Yeah, I like the sound of that.
I see someone allowed his sarcasm lessons to lapse.
Moving on. Lord Arendel's followers will doubtless attempt to interfere, so we'll need to keep a close eye on them. Once Count Varley joins us, we can discuss the matter I mentioned further.
It seems he's just arrived, Your Majesty.
Apologies for my tardiness. Gregoire von Varley at the court service. My, but attendance seems light. Where is the Lord Regent and the rest of our noble six?
Duke Ire stands accused of treason and has been dismissed as Prime Minister. He currently awaits judgment in one of our finer dungeons. Lord Arundel is a fugitive from the same crime, and will be taken in soon. Dead or alive, it makes no difference.
Well, this is a rather shocking turn of events. I had no idea Ludwig was capable of such things. Still, rest assured that I am nothing like him.
Indeed. And as for the others, Duke Gert was dispatched to Western Fodland to conduct negotiations. And my father, the late Marquis Vestra, perished in the struggle to capture Duke Ire, which makes me the new Marquis Vestra, and Minister of the Imperial Household.
Ah, you've nothing to fear, Count Varley. Her Majesty intends to bestow a great honor upon you.
Majesty? Wait, you mean...
The title hasn't been formalized just yet, but as it stands, you should view it as a foregone conclusion. More importantly, Count Varley, there is a very important position I wish for you to fill. I intend to rebuild the Southern Church. And who better to be the bishop than you, our Minister of Religious Affairs? I will make my case to the Archbishop personally.
Thankfully, Lord Arundel and his men are no longer around to obstruct such a move.
You would bestow such a position on me? Make no mistake, it is a great honor, but are you certain?
Very. Now then, your first duty in the role will be to oversee my coronation. Do not fail me, Bishop.
Bishop.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Are you enjoying your stay at the palace?
Tell her it's been mostly pleasant. Say you feel uncomfortable.
More than I expected. Though I do feel a bit out of place here.
Understandable. Everyone here either is a noble themselves or serves one. However, that will change. As Emperor, I plan to end discrimination based on social status. Everyone will have a chance to rise to the top, whether they are born into the aristocracy or not.
No more nobles or commoners, huh? That does sound pretty great. I'll be impressed if you can actually pull it off.
Oh, I will. But at the moment, I have a proposition for you.
Go on.
We've successfully expunged the Prime Minister and the rest of that puppet government, but a certain amount of unrest is unavoidable. Which means I must remain here in the capital. In other words, I can't go back to Garrick Mach and continue my studies.
What about the others?
Our noble families will be in disarray as we transition to my system and new heads of household take power. Of course, some, like Dorothea, are not as affected as the other students. But all of them have offered to stay and help rather than return to the monastery without us. If you'd be willing to do the same, I'd like to offer you a top post in my new military.
Now there's a tantalizing offer. It's not like you have any real obligation to the church. Plus, it sounds like quite the thrill.
I'm more of a hired sword than an officer.
Which is why you're perfect. Hubert wants to recruit mercenaries such as yourself and form a new unit. I can't put some noble in command of them. That would be ill-advised. But they would listen to a capable fighter such as you. You're Hubert's first and only choice.
I don't know if I really have the experience for it, but if you have that much faith in me, I won't let you down.
Having deposed Lord Arundel and Duke Ire, Edelgard quickly arranges
I actually can't
for her
believe
coronation.
like how
Her
long
eyes
and how
now
many
fixed
cutscenes
firmly
there are
on
in
the
this game
monumental task laid out before her.
compared to like the Hyrule
All
Warriors.
the while, the kingdom of Fargus is thrown into unrest over the right of succession. while the Leicester Alliance finds themselves pitted against an invading Ulmyran horde.
Wappa.
Realizing the troubles of Fodlan will fall squarely on her
How long
young
you said you
students'
going? I don't know.
shoulders,
I'm already tired.
Archbishop Rhea closes the Officers' Academy and permits her charges to return home.
Hey, we finished the prologue. 2 hours later, the prologue is done.
Scarlet Blaze. The struggle commences. It is the end of 1181. 2 years have passed since the Officers' Academy closed its doors. Having ascended the throne of Adrestia, Edelgard has begun to enact sweeping change. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus now calls Dimitri its king, while Claude reigns over the Leicester Alliance. All 3 house leaders have found their wings as rulers of a new generation. With the whole of Fodlan still reeling from these rapid changes, Edelgard decides the time has come to usher in a new era.
People of Fodlan, the Empire will stand by no longer. Together, we rise against a church that has become steeped in deception and corruption. The church has used their doctrine to deny you power and reshape Fodlan as they see fit. They thrust upon you the illusion of nobility in order to oppress who they choose. And they helped create the Kingdom and Alliance as a pretext for war. Finally, they teased you with the promise of salvation from pain they themselves inflicted, and did so in the name of their own profit. Well, I say no more. The Empire has severed herself from their hypocrisy by restoring the Southern Church and nurturing her people's well-being. And today, we purge the world of their evil forever. We will retake Garreg Mach from the Central Church and stamp out any nobles who abet its depravity. By my title as Emperor Edelgard von Hresvelg of Adrestia, I hereby declare war against the false Church of Seros.
The past 2 years have flown by in but the blink of an eye.
And while they felt short, they were certainly eventful. The Empire has come far since we removed Arundel from power. We reformed the government, remedied our diplomatic troubles, and bolstered our military.
And most significantly, we gave strength to the Southern Church, creating the perfect wedge against the Church of Seros. A shame our bishop has become the target of relentless censure as a result. Why, the Central Church even targeted him for assassination. Poor Count Varley. It could not have happened to a finer man.
And then there's the matter of Lord Arundel. What are he and his minions up to now?
Slithering in the shadows of Fodlan, much as they have done for centuries. It will not be easy to drag such adept skulkers into the light.
Perhaps not. Then for now, let's remain focused on the formidable adversary ahead.
Did you call us here, Edelgard? It's good to see so many familiar faces.
I did, and thank you for coming. This may be the first time I've seen all of you in the same room since the Officers' Academy closed.
Likely, yes. We have all been rather busy marching
We all
down
got
the
new
separate
clothes.
paths life laid out for us.
Or most of us have, anyway. Others, such as myself, managed to eschew work in favor of a more leisurely existence.
Hey! I was working hard at staying in my room, but still, Father's been dreadfully busy, so he's never home. Which has been pretty nice, actually.
I was returning home to Bridget. I finished my task, and now I have been returned here.
Well, enough. Now, as you know, the Empire will launch its attack on Garreg Mach in the coming days. Emperor Edelgard will lead the invasion personally. and wishes for those present to form the backbone of her army.
And as it has been some time since Adrestia had an army under the direct command of the Emperor, I fear we currently lack for officers. I trust each of you, and can think of no candidates better suited for the job. Will you do this for me?
So you've got other plans for my father's army, I take it?
Wow, he looks a lot different.
Well then count me in. I'm ready to go whenever.
I would have been happy with a life serving you here in the capital. But if war is coming, I want to see it through myself. I'll go wherever you go, Your Majesty.
Accept the offer. I think just hesitate.
I'm always ready. Plus, it's good to know I haven't been training this hard for nothing.
I've high hopes for you, and trust you will prove the wisdom of my decision.
Just you wait. I'm gonna hurdle clean over those high hopes and show you what I can really do.
Be certain to save some of your hopes for me, because I most assuredly have what it takes to succeed. And with that, new Empire Army, move out!
Ferdinand, kindly leave the commanding and naming to me.
This is our new hub. Your title is rather nice, is it? I suppose it pays to be a commander. You said it. Things are totally different here compared to all the small-time outfits I used to run with. Now I've got my own space where I can kick back and keep all my stuff in order. This probably means they expect a lot from me, more than your title implies, I would imagine. In your personal quarters located in the upper left of the base camp mini-map, press A near the desk to change appearance and view documents.
That reminds me.
Yeesh, this camp is something else. Did you see how many urchins we've got?
How tiresome.
Are you finished sightseeing yet? I believe I heard the employer calling for you. Base camp is where you'll prepare for battle. You can interact with your allies and make use of all kinds of facilities. Mola. Boobs. Armanula. Retsley took his mask off. Now a perch has been installed in front of your personal headquarters at the base camp. After achieving victory in a certain number of battles, a messenger owl will visit the perch. With each visit, the messenger owl will leave behind one owl feather. It's not here. Alright. I think I'm gonna call it. I'm tired. That was a lot of cutscenes, and I just wasn't ready to sit through that long of cutscenes. Shit. Alright. It's 4 o'clock. Let's see, if I sleep now, which I'm probably going